joining us today on Come and See here on SSJ at Home. I think this is our seventh episode of the program, and is Charmaine Villere. Charmaine, thanks for being with us today.
Oh, thank you for having us. We're glad to be a part of this, actually.
Charmaine, I know you've been here. You're a longtime parishioner, and for about 11 of the last 11 years, you've been active in the St. Vincent de Paul. We see a lot of St. Vincent de Paul, and we read a lot about it in the bulletin, the needs that you guys have every week. And I'd like to ask you, I know that when we talked before we got started, I know first and foremost is you want to express your gratitude to the people.
Yes, I would love to have that opportunity because of our parish and the generosity of all our parishioners, we are able to serve probably about 4,000 people a year. We're able to help with finances, groceries, just health issues, anything. And so we attribute all of our ability to do that for our parishioners and the generosity. They feed our food to our pantry, and they also help us with all our on-call ministries. So we know that we exist because of them, and we want them to know how grateful we are and how much we understand that they contribute to this ministry, because they are the ministry, the people that contribute.
Which is a natural lead into my next question, is that there's the two sort of basic parts of St. Vincent de Paul, the pantry and the on-call, as you called it. So can you explain just a little bit about both to me?
Okay. Well, our pantry, of course, gives groceries. They collect groceries from the parishioners, and our pantry manager, Terry Hefferly, has done it for years, and she does an amazing job with all the helpers that she has. They put the groceries on the shelves. They put them into 3 bags normally is what we give to each person that we visit with that wants groceries. And it could be food. It's non-perishable food, but we also have laundry detergent, hygiene products, and cleaning supplies. So they gather all those bags and get them ready for us to give to our friends as they come and need it. So that's one part of the pantry, and one part of this ministry. The other part is the on-call, and we have about 6 to 8 people. Right now we have 6 that are working. They take 1 week every 6 weeks, and they work in what we call the on-call. They answer the phones for the week, and it's generally anywhere from 30 to 60 people that call in. We answer all of those calls. And the way that we've done it in the past is we like to be able to give everyone something. We give them our time to listen to their needs. We try to figure out how we can help them best in what they're needing. We refer them to other agencies. We just try to do whatever we can. We work with several other churches, St. Anthony of Padua, Woodlands United Methodist, Interfaith. We all kind of work together to provide what each friend is needing at the time. So that we used to see them pre-pandemic. We would see them either in their home. We have teams of about 10 people that go out for home visits, or we would visit them in our office in the ministry house. And at that point, we would visit with them to see what they need and kind of reassess. The home visit teams usually come back into the pantry, to the ministry house, and they tell us what they need. And so we would work with that with them, or they come into the home. Now that we've had the pandemic, that has kind of halted abruptly. And so we tried to figure out how to best do that, keeping our environment safe for ourselves, our volunteers, as well as the people that we're serving. So we are doing that via phone, spending more time on the phone, visiting with each person. They're either emailing us their information. We've had a lot of Spanish speaking people that we've been very fortunate to have. One of our parishioners, Pat Hollis, she translated our forms for us in Spanish, and we're able to get those out in email to the people that need the Spanish language. So that's been really helpful to us. But what amazing, we've been able to pretty much see, meaning talking to those people that we did about the same amount. Our calls Initially, we had a lot of calls for groceries, but when it first started, but now we've kind of mellowed out, and we get a fair number of calls for groceries, but we still see about or talk to about 12 to 15 people a week and able to help them with financial assistance.
I think the pandemic has, in some ways, made us better because it's forced us into creative ways of survival, and I think all organizations have been made to enact Plan B, and I guess the same can be said about you all.
Yes, and it's surprising how well it works, you know, because you can still, I know I was in a virtual national conference last week with the St. Vincent de Paul, and that was one of the things we were talking about is people were saying, well, we don't have the fellowship with them. And I know that we don't have that really person, we're not person to person, but when we're talking to them, I think they can understand and we can understand their needs, you know, even though we're not right there. So I think we've been able to take care of that almost like we were doing. We still do like visiting with people in their homes and at the office, but we're still
well, there's at least a couple of ways for people to become involved in St. Vincent de Paul, from helping out with donations, but then there are other ways as well, right?
Right. Yeah, we welcome anyone. We meet twice a month on Mondays, the first and third Monday, and now we're doing them Zoom. And anybody that is wanting to attend the Zoom meeting that's not already a member, if they would just email me. And I think I have my email out. It's been in the bulletin before for St. Vincent de Paul, but if they would email me, I would be glad to put them on the list. But people can come to our meetings. At our meetings, we have general fellowship. We have spiritual leader that guides some of our spiritual readings. We have opening and closing prayers. We can do that together. And then they can always, we always appreciate prayers because we need prayers that we will know what people are needing and that we will be open to listening to people. So we always ask for prayers. The donations, we don't really have to ask for them because everybody does that, but we would welcome anybody to visit with us, and either through the Zoom meeting or once we start back to our meetings, and come and see if this ministry is for them. It may be that that's what they want to do, is just come to the meeting and visit with us in fellowship. That's part of our organizational elements that we try to build, is build spirituality through each other. So that would be welcome, and some people do that. And then we ask them if they're interested in joining, that if they have certain skills that they feel like the ministry would benefit for, or something that they see that might need to be done, we're always welcome to listening to those ideas and seeing if we can work that out. So
if you cannot locate Charmaine's contact information, call the switchboard at the church. I'm sure something tells me Donna will be able to put people in touch with you.
Yeah,
she knows everything.
Yeah, and then I have I know I just got an email this morning from someone that was interested in the ministry. So I think that, and it was at my home email, not at St. Vincent de Paul. But you can always email svdp@gmail.com.
Okay.
SSJ SVdP SSJ@gmail.
Perfect. Charmaine Villere, thanks for being with us to talk to us about St. Vincent de Paul on this edition of Come and See.
And thank you. Thank everybody, and bless everybody. Hopefully have a good day.
Have a good day, Charmaine.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.